என்னப்பன் வாழ்புகழ் நாரணன் தமரை கண்டு உகழ்ந்தே உகழ்ந்தே உகழ்ந்தே
Welcome to Dreamcatchers. Our special guest today is renowned Bharatnatyam dancer Ms. Jothi Raghavan. Her Nityanjali School of Dance will soon complete 40 years. She is also the winner of New England Choice Awards in Art and Culture category in 2016. Let's meet her. Hi Jothi.
Hi. Namaste Manju.
And welcome to the show and congratulations. And I have to say we received such beautiful heartfelt letters from your students, their parents and so many people in the community. And it was great to see so much outpouring of love and reverence. And how does that make you feel?
Oh, I know. I mean, it took me completely by surprise, as you know, because when you called me, I had no clue what you were going to tell me. You said congratulations, and I said, "Oh, what?"
I know you were shocked.
I was totally shocked, but then it sort of started sinking in, and a couple of my mothers, I think they didn't want me to know in the beginning that, and somebody blurted out, "Oh, you know, some of your students wrote these letters." I said, "Oh my God, you know, this is just so sweet of them that, you know, it's a lot of effort for the children to actually write these notes and send it to you. That means so much to me." And I'm just overwhelmed with that kind of outpouring of affection.
That's the biggest reward.
Yes, absolutely. That's what is so meaningful about this.
So it was your mom's dream for you to learn to dance, right? So tell us a little bit about it.
My mom was Vimala Ramanujam, and she started learning dance when she was over 20. And those days it was 20 is old. And she already by then she was married and she had both me and my sister. And it was a huge breakthrough, and I give all the credit to my dad because it was her dream to become a dancer. And she pursued dance, and she had her arangetram also, and she insisted that I also dance. And she made sure that she put me in a dance class, and it was her dream that I became a dancer, and that's why I'm here as a dancer.
Wonderful. And you also trained extensively after that, right? From 1957 you said to 1974, and your Guruji was S.K. Rajaratnam, right?
Yeah. First I went to the Vajantimala School of Dance, and then from after when I was about 8 or 9, my teacher used to come to my house and teach me.
So you're very young when you started, huh?
Yes, yes.
Now, what are some of the best lessons that you learned from your gurus?
My guru was extremely kind. Unlike, I hear all these horror stories from many of the dancers, you know, how the teachers used to throw the stick at them and they were
have seen
really, you know, they used to get extremely angry. But my teacher was extremely kind, very sweet, and he'll actually beg me, could you please bend down, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was just such a wonderful person, and that's what I wanted to do with my students. Just wanted to be kind, but make sure that they know all the rules that they have to follow, which my guru absolutely instilled those rules in me, what all the lines and the grace of the art form, and that's what I wanted to impart to my students as well.
Right. I was going to ask you because every dance teacher has their own unique style, and how is your style different from other dance teachers, you think?
Barabur style, that is the style that I follow, is very sculpturesque. Lot of poses. We always end in poses. So that's very unique about our style. And my teacher himself had a different approach to dance. Anything you do one way, we always reversed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When he started choreographing his own items, he always took one unit of adavu or you know, the footwork, body movement, and he always made it very different.
Okay.
And that became really fascinating. And I also tried to do that in my choreography as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very interesting. Now, you have performed in so many different settings. I was reading that in many intercollegiate competitions, then you performed at Harvard, then you even performed at Rashtrapati Bhavan in India. So, do you have any favorite place that you have performed or any special memories of performing anywhere?
Rashtrapati Bhavan was a very unique performance. I really enjoyed that. You know, performing for the President of India was very moving. I have many memories. I can't say there is just one concert that completely stands out. I enjoy performing completely, but yeah, coming to think of it, I performed for International Rotary Club.
Okay.
And there were 20,000 in the audience. It was huge. That's the first time, and I think that's the last time I performed for such a huge audience.
Right,
It was very interesting because the stage was really huge, but they lit up only one part, and you know, you had to go and dance there. And then when I was turning around in one of my movements, I found that the whole thing was being projected on the screen, which I didn't know about because they didn't prep me, you know, how the performance was going to be. So I looked back and I was dancing back there in the screen. So it was quite an amusing experience for me. So that comes to my mind. But other than that, I enjoy each and every performance. I just pour my heart out in every one of them.
So I interview a lot of artists and everybody gives me a different answer for this question. And tell me, how do you feel when you're dancing on stage? Are you thinking, are you part of the audience, or you're detached, or you're in your own world? How do you feel when you're dancing on stage?
I am in my own world, I must say. It's, the stage is almost like a playground for me. I love the stage. And when the musician starts singing, and when I hear the cymbal and I hear the mridangam beats, it's like something else comes alive within me. It's just completely an out of body experience. It's very difficult to even express how beautiful it is.
It's interesting. I hear that a lot from musicians and dancers, you know, the reverence and the surreal experience that it is. Now, talking about going on stage, how do you prepare, or do you have any particular things that you do before you go on stage?
Yes, we do stretch a lot.
Okay.
And I do pranayama.
Okay.
And especially Kapalabhati. I don't know if you're familiar
Yes.
with different pranayama.
Yes.
That gives you a lot of stamina.
Okay.
And
You're a big fan of yoga anyway, right?
yeah. Yes, I am.
And meditation as well?
Meditation as well. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, interesting. Now, tell us about your journey to United States. Of course, you brought a big part of India in form of your art and culture to this country. But how did you come to United States?
Very simple story. I got married and came. My husband was here working,
Okay.
so I just came with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how about starting the Nityanjali School of Dance? What made you do that? It's almost 40 years now.
Yeah.
Quite an achievement. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's completely changed my life and outlook. I was not a teacher. I was not a trained teacher. I was a performer. But when I came here, I realized there's absolutely a need for teaching this classical art form the way it was taught to me, with the proper. I didn't realize I was such an OCD when it comes to dance, and I'm such a fanatic about the Aramandi, the postures and the lines that are just so important in Bharatanatyam. And I realized unless I started to teach, it's not going to happen. So that's how I started. And I remember making students cry because I wouldn't let them go unless they get the posture perfect. But I mellowed over the years.
And that brings me to the next question. You know, you sing, you dance, you choreograph, and you're a teacher. Is there a favorite among all these roles?
I think I love dancing and I love choreography as well.
Okay.
Yeah, singing I don't do professionally. I just
Just for fun.
sing for conducting the class, but I'm not a professional singer by no means. I wish I'd learned to sing and wish I could sing, but yeah, choreography and dancing. I think.
When you read about professional dancers in the world, they always say that being a professional dancer is actually a lifestyle. What do you think that means to you?
That means there is no definite demarcation between your life and your dance, because while I'm driving, I'm choreographing. While I'm cooking, I'm dancing. So it's just part of you. There is absolutely there's no life and dance. It cannot be separated. So maybe that's what they mean by it's a lifestyle. And then you need to keep practicing if you want to keep at it. You cannot just sit and say, okay, I'm going to dance tomorrow. You just have to keep the discipline of practicing yoga or keeping fit. Just have to keep at it. Yes.
I have to say that as a physician, one thing I've noticed about dancers, they all look very ageless.
Oh.
They look so
Okay, thank you.
I think dancing is the most anti-aging thing there is because of the discipline. So tell me what your day is like. Do you still practice every day, or what's your day is like?
Should I talk about my dream day or my actual day?
Let's find a middle ground. But do you practice every day or do yoga? How do you look? So, I've looked at your pictures when you were dancing. You haven't changed much. And of
Thank
course,
you.
I've seen you for 10 years.
Oh my goodness.
So you don't change. You look the same.
Okay, thank you. I hope that's true.
It is. As a doctor, I can tell you.
Okay. I practice yoga. It's my passion. Another
Every
passion.
day?
Every day. And
For how
I'd like
long?
to practice dance every day. It just goes through phases. I go through practicing every single day for a month or so, and then it just doesn't happen. But I can say I'd like to practice every day. Yeah, I do yoga every day, that's for sure.
For how long?
For an hour and a half.
That's amazing.
And
Wow.
I go for long walks.
A lot of discipline there, huh?
Yeah, you need to have discipline. But unfortunately, you just feel miserable if you don't follow that routine. So it just becomes one of
And
those.
how about your diet?
My diet. I love cookies.
You love cookies. But you eat them?
I do eat them.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm very careful about what I eat.
Really?
Yeah, not because I want to be thin or anything like that, but you know, as you age, it's important to keep a certain discipline with eating also. It's very, very important.
So discipline is a big part in your life,
Absolutely,
right?
discipline is.
So do you do any crazy things at all though?
I do a lot of crazy things.
Like what?
You're tricking me now.
Yes.
What do you mean by crazy things?
You tell me. Something that is not planned or disciplined.
I live on impulse.
Really?
I definitely do.
So you're just mixture of discipline and impulse.
Impulse,
then.
yeah, definitely. I mean, anytime I'll go, you know, I love hiking.
Okay.
So I'm very outdoorsy. I love,
Okay.
you know, and I have my bike, so I go for my bike rides. And
Oh.
crazy, like going to clubs and dancing and stuff,
I
which
don't know.
I used to love doing that, but not anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, in the weddings and stuff.
Oh, of course.
How
Do you
can
like
have
Bollywood dancing? Little bit.
Yeah, Madhuri Dixit or, you know.
It's a
people like-
classical base, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What makes somebody a great dancer?
That's a very good question. It's a very subjective, I think. The dance has to come from within. For me, just the external body movements don't excite me. I think when you see someone dance, I'm not talking about just Bharatanatyam or modern dance. Even when you see Alvin Ailey, it's just absolutely amazing. You know, the choreography, everything should be from within. Yeah,
Sure.
just dancing. I see some dancers just want to just do everything on the stage, and it just doesn't look good. But it has to come from within, and that comes with a lot of practice and a lot of maturity.
Magic happens.
Yeah.
So Jyoti, tell me, what's your philosophy in life?
Just be.
Okay. Okay.
Try to live unto the moment.
Okay. It's beautiful.
And life is a practice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think one ever masters life. So every day you reflect on the previous day and see how you can do a little bit better the next day.
Oh, that's wonderful. And my last question for you is, what is your dream for future?
I can not dream too far ahead, but maybe I can have a short-term dream
Of course.
for next
Of
year.
course.
We have our 3-day festival in July,
That's wonderful.
28th, 29th and 30th. Please mark your calendar.
Yes. Save the
And-
date.
Yeah, save the date. And I'm dreaming, or I'm planning to have 3 productions,
Okay. That's great.
all by Nrityanjali. I'm going to be inviting guest dance teachers,
Okay.
choreographers, who can also come and work with me. So hopefully my dream will come true, and
Of course it will.
yeah, and we'll have some papers presenting of various papers, and still in the planning stages, but hopefully, you know, things will work out, and it's all going to be great.
And in the meantime, we are looking forward to honoring you on 20th of October at New England Choice Award. And it's for all the achievements you've done and all the things that you've done for this community. Thank you so much, Jyoti.
Thank you
for
so
coming.
much.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Manju.